Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Oliver. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
He's going to run it. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's a gut punch if you're the defense right there because on that third down, you just got to make one play and give yourself a chance to get off the field. But you let the quarterback get out the back door. He's able to extend the play and go pick it up with his legs.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game.
Nothing but green ahead. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, two top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's going to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on target this time. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stokes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the Year Bowl between 2003 and 2018. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Strong, firm tackle. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking to throw on second down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Running back searching for a hole. And the ball's on the ground. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last score trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He's going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Stokes. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs in it.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man down the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This offense has a second down play. Wide out in motion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They'll ride the hot hand. Obliterates him, still on the move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. He is smashing people. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Getting some heat. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And it's right down the boulevard. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Oregon, 28. Georgia Tech, 24.
They're lining up to boot it away.
15. Set to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and made. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense
Just plowing ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throwing right. Hauls it in. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
He's going to pass. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
He's back to throw on second down. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Georgia Tech.
What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to move it through the air. Going for the big play. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it all right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Able to get one down to the 15.
Tackle on the play at the 15-yard line.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 38, Oregon 28.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll call for the fair catch. Ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. They're bringing heat. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here comes the hurry up. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure.
Just destroying his way through the field. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They want to just keep throwing it. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oregon! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's going up top here late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch him off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.